Hi, I'm Dan Downs, and I want to give you a couple resources that might help support you in your classroom. The very first one we're going to go over is TCI, which is providing some social studies and science curriculum resources during the period of school closure. The other resource is Explain Everything, which is a whiteboard solution that allows you to share and record whiteboard engagement with your students. Let's check them out. So this is an option for you if you're looking for social studies or science resources to support standards-based teaching in your classroom. You can request free access here. They also have a link here to a YouTube page that has a video on how to get started with them. On the homepage back, it talks about what we do. You can view the science projects, social studies projects. I'm going to just quickly click on the science projects, and what you'll see is there are some explaining phenomena lessons, designing solutions, three-dimensional learning, and kind of an explanation of their programs. And they do the same also for social studies. So it's a great resource just to check out. And also, if you are a teacher who needs additional resources to teach these standards, it's a great option out there. So please check it out. Definitely something worth looking at, both the science and social studies options. So as you can see, social studies is also here, and it does have you have an option to see what is different about the ones that are particularly provided in your state, which is great because we do know that there are differences in standards state to state, and you want to find things that best match your work. If you're an educator looking for a collaborative white space where you can post photos or share text with students and they can interact with that text, Explain Everything is a great option for that. Explain Everything's been out for a while. It's now really featuring more of its web-based interface than it was when it originally came out, so it's a great kind of comeback app in that when it first came out it was more of an iPad app, and now it's become more of a web-based app because students are using Chromebooks, students are using PC devices, and teachers are on PCs or Chromebooks as well. So let's take a look at some of the features of Explain Everything and see what it can bring to the table. So on the page of Explain Everything, they have a video here showing the different types of devices that you can connect to with Say Anything, a tablet, a laptop, a Chromebook, an iPad. And if you're curious about pricing, here you can see for free, you can get up to 3 projects, use on any device, collaboration with voice chat, web video, link sharing. Kind of good to know before you get started. I am going to go to the try it now just to give you a quick overview, and I am going to try a blank, squeaky clean space. And instantly they have a kind of couple cool tools here to kind of get you an overview of the space. They have a plus symbol. I'm going to find an existing image to add. I'm going to use this Google Meet image and bring it right in. It lets you do some editing, flipping of the image if you're interested. If you want to do some editing to the image prior to bringing it in, or cropping the image, you can do that. I'm going to hit done, and that brings the image right in. And when I click on it, I can already immediately move it to the space that I want to. So this could be an image of an animal, it could be an image of a letter, it could be an image of an equation, it could be an image of anything. And I'm automatically on the move tool. So now I'm going to move down to the pen tool, and if you notice with the pen tool, there are a lot of different pen thicknesses available. Pen styles, pencil or pen, color options. I'm selecting a red, thicker line pen to write with, and those are some options. And then they also have a kind of a pen, another smoother line option pen. So just in there, and then the same with the eraser. You just want to be able to make it large enough so that you can swipe away whatever you create or draw that you do not want there anymore. This is the larger of the two pen-sized erasers right there. And you can also move this little tab a little bit. There's also a fill tool to fill sizes with colors. I'm assuming that's something where if you create a square and then you want to fill it, you can fill the square with the color that you select. Kind of handy to quickly create colors and move objects. I'll move this here. And as you move down, you will see there are squares. There are different border widths of squares that you can create, different shapes. If I want to make a star, I have that option. And then there's also a typing tool, a letter tool that you can type some text. And it's all within a box here. And you can move this box right wherever you need it using the move tool. Right there. Underneath there, if I want to make it bold, I could by selecting it, selecting the text that I just wrote and making it bold. Let's say that's okay first. Let me just delete this. There we go. So there's the text tool. There are some subscript, superscript options if you need them or want to use them to explain with. And then there's an arrange tool if you want to create objects and move them in different levels. And there's also X tool. So if you click on something you don't want it there anymore, you can X it out. If you see some text you don't want it there, you can X it out. There's also a pointer tool. So if you're demonstrating, you want to draw attention to something. And there's also an arrange tool. So this becomes a workable white space that you can also record on. So if you notice down here, there's an option for recording. You can also turn the mic on for the recording and see the recording begin. And when you are done recording, it will open up the timeline and give you an opportunity to then save the recording. So let's do that. To think about here is I do need to sign in to save my work and have the video recording. So just keep that in mind as you work through using the platform. There's also a zoom and pan button over here. And up here on the top right is where it's once again going to ask me to create a web link where it will prompt me to sign in. To do that, and I also can invite others if I've signed in. So using, it allows you to quickly play without an account, but you can also create an account. You get to 3 boards. You can record the boards. You can then share with a video link. One thing to think about is that you don't have to have students create accounts in order for you to share it with them. They do provide a code that provides them access to how to engage with the platform with you. And they do have a parent sign-off if there is if students do create a account with them. But we do have a data privacy agreement in place with this platform. It's just depending on how you want to use it.